With NXT out of the way, then Andrew, are you ready for some trivia challenge?
Absolutely, man.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Every Wednesday night after we decompress over NXT, and you've had a chance to unwind for a second and give yourself some mental exercises, I'm gonna give you five trivia questions. Hopefully I get them from easiest to hardest, but you know, sometimes I didn't get all 5 of them prepared ahead of time, so forgive me for that. But so the first question, actually, what we'll do is true or false, and I know the question, I just want to make sure I know the answer before I ask it. So give me 1 second, and those playing at home, you can follow along and see if you can guess the trivia questions also. Give me 1 second. Again, terribly sorry that I'm so out of preparedness. Alright, first one. It's gonna be a true or false match. A true or false match. True or false question. The first televised match at an In Your House pay-per-view was Razor Ramon versus Jeff Jarrett in a versus Jeff Jarrett and the Roadie in a handicap match.
False.
False. False because why?
Because the first match on an In Your House pay-per-view was Hakushi versus Bret the Hitman Hart.
Nailed it. I was gonna actually just ask that question. I thought I'd make it easy, but true false. You nailed it by knowing the very first match at the first In Your House. Hakushi and Bret Hart, if you didn't catch that. Alright, I know my second question, but again, I need to verify the answer. Maybe you can get the answer before I verify that it's correct. Who did Steve Austin defeat to capture his 3rd WWE championship?
The Undertaker?
Let me see here. Rock.
Alright, I'm gonna verify just to make sure. Okay, yeah, so
Rock at WrestleMania 15.
Stone Cold's first one was
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. God, where is the, when did that happen?
The second one he beat Kane.
Stone Cold versus WrestleMania. His second one,
Kane.
Stone Cold Steve Austin beat Kane on Raw's War. The third time, Stone Cold beat The Rock.
WrestleMania 15.
WrestleMania 15 with Mankind as a special guest referee. Nailed it again. That's pretty impressive. Alright, let me think of my third match. I'm gonna warn you that when we have an official challenge, you up against another person, it's gonna be Hell in a Cell themed. So both Hell in a Cell matches and Hell in a Cell the pay-per-view itself.
Just come on.
Just a warning.
10 seconds.
Man, I feel like these are gonna be really easy ones. I thought there was gonna be more. You can name all of the wrestlers that Billy Gunn tagged with to win WWE Tag Gold, I assume.
First, his brother Bart Gunn. Second was Road Dogg. Let's see here. Billy and Chuck.
No, but it was just those 3. I thought there was a 4th one too, but not so much. You got them all.
Wow.
I know the next question I want to ask, but I gotta again verify it. What year was the very last pay-per-view that officially had the In Your House tag?
That would have been 1999.
Do you know which pay-per-view was the very last one?
I want to say it was Backlash in Your House.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Can you
Backlash.
name the main event from Backlash in Your House 1999?
Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock for the WWF title, of course.
Any stipulations?
If I remember correctly, Shane McMahon was a special guest referee.
Yep. And other stipulations?
No DQ.
No holds barred.
Okay.
And one other stipulation.
It was for control of the Smoke and Skull belt.
No. Well, maybe that was sort of a thing, but that's not listed here. If Austin touches Shane McMahon,
He gets
he's
stripped. of the
disqualified and stripped of the title. Nikki Bella rules. Let's see. Geez. This was gonna be. There'll be a question sort of like this. When you have the one-on-one challenge, where it'll be like back and forth. But we'll see how many you can do on your own.
title. Okay.
So, beginning in 1988, name the main event from SummerSlam
Huh. Okay.
every year.
Every year. So the main event SummerSlam, the first one, was Hulk Hogan, it was the Mega Powers of Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage with Miss Elizabeth versus the Mega Bucks with Bobby the Brain Heenan and Virgil.
Yep.
Second, so 1989, it was a tag match with the Macho Man Randy Savage and Zeus versus Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yep.
Let's see here.
1990.
90 would have been the steel cage match with Warrior and Rick Rude.
Yep.
91 would have been the Match Made in Heaven and Match Made. And I'll go over what both are. Hogan and Ultimate Warrior versus Sergeant Slaughter, General Adnan, and Colonel Mustafa, with Sid Vicious as the guest referee.
Yeah.
1992 was probably the greatest SummerSlam main event of all time. Bret the Hitman Hart versus the British Bulldog.
Yep.
93 was Yokozuna and Lex Luger, so you can see the drop off there.
Yep. 94.
94 was Hart versus Hart inside of a steel cage for the title.
That was not the main event.
Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Yep.
My bad.
All right. I'll let you slide on that one.
Yeah. Let's see here.
95.
95 would have been Diesel versus Mabel.
Yep. 96.
96 would have been Shawn versus Vader.
97.
97 was Bret Hart versus The Undertaker, with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee.
Who was the champion going into the match?
Undertaker.
All right. 98.
98
This is like where it
was-
gets easier for him, probably.
98 was the highway. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker for the WWF title.
Who was the
Champion is Stone Cold.
All right. 99.
99 was a triple threat match. It was Austin, Triple H, and Mankind with Jesse the Body Ventura as a special guest referee. Austin was champion.
Yep. SummerSlam 2000.
Another triple threat match. It was Triple H, Kurt Angle, and The Rock, and The Rock was the champion going in.
2001.
2001 would have been The Rock versus Booker T for the WCW title.
2002.
2002 would have been Rock versus Brock Lesnar.
2003.
2003 was the Elimination Chamber. It was Goldberg, Triple H, Randy Orton, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Jericho? Or did I already say Jericho?
Nope. I think you got them all.
Okay. All right, next year.
2004.
Randy Orton versus the man who shall not be named.
2005.
Voldemort?
Pretty much the wrestling equivalent of Voldemort.
Chris Benoit. I'm not allowed to mention him because he.
Okay, so we're on to 2005 now.
2005.
Legend versus Icon, Hulk Hogan versus the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
2006.
2006, Edge and John Cena.
2007.
2007, Orton and Cena.
2008.
2008 was Undertaker and Edge.
2009.
CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy in a tables, ladders, and chairs match
God,
for
man.
the world title, and Punk was champ going in.
No, Hardy was champion.
Oh, yeah, Hardy was.
Oh, one
We're
detail
We're
you got
doing
wrong.
so well.
All right, if you get all of this one, SummerSlam 2010 main event.
SummerSlam 2010 main event. It was Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, Edge, Daniel Bryan. Let's see here. I said Bret Hart already.
Said Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, Edge, Daniel Bryan.
God, it seems like there was like
All
5 or 6.
Ooh,
He's got 4 of the Team WWE so far.
And how many are?
I
on
know
the
that
team?
one.
You've got 1,
You've got a
2,
lot to
3
go.
left. It's teams of 7.
Oh.
Teams of 7.
I know it was Team WWE versus Team Nexus,
Mm-hmm.
and I know most of the people involved. I just can't name them all.
Can you name, who do you think else would be on Team WWE?
Team WWE. Let's see here. Well, not Miz because he got excluded. God, I can't think of it, man.
I mean,
It's
he like bleeds WWE
Shane McMahon.
more than Shane McMahon.
I already said Cena.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
That was the first name he said.
I thought Bret Hart was the first name you
Well,
said.
Bret Hart was in there too.
So you said 5 of them then. The other 2, God, one of them is still for a reason. The other one has not been in the company for a few years.
I don't know, man.
R-Truth and John Morrison.
Oh.
And can you name the 7 guys on Team Nexus?
Heath Slater, Wade Barrett, David Otunga, Darren Young, I can't. Skip Sheffield.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
2 left.
Michael
1.
Tarver.
Oh,
The other one,
I already said Heath Slater, didn't I?
yeah, this one you may just have forgotten that Nexus was where he came up for WWE.
Well, I'm just trying to think back to that first season. Titus O'Neil? No, can't be. I don't know though.
Justin Gabriel.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I missed Gabriel.
I knew you were gonna feel that when you said it. All right, that was pretty impressive though. 2011.
2011, the main event was CM Punk versus John Cena to unify the WWE titles, and both guys were champion going in. Triple H was the guest referee,
Man, that's 2011. They unified the titles.
and then
Oh, but
Rio
they
came out
carried both.
afterwards.
But they carried both of them. Oh, they unified them for like a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Del Rio beat Punk,
For the World Heavyweight.
or for the WWE.
Oh, really? All right. All right. 2012.
2012 was Brock Lesnar versus Triple H.
2013.
2013 was John Cena versus Daniel Bryan.
2014.
2014 was Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
Nope.
Oh wait a minute, no, that's not right. 2014. Oh, it was Brock Lesnar versus John Cena.
Yep. And 2015.
2015 was Brock Lesnar Undertaker.
Yep. That was pretty impressive. You had like maybe 3 goof ups, and they were like pretty minor compared to for naming like 30 years worth of pay-per-view main events.
I've forgotten more about
That's
wrestling
insane.
than most people will ever know.
Yeah, dude. That's really gross. That's uncanny. Let me leave you with one really. See if I can really stump you here. Without me telling you the subtitle, can you tell me the main event of In Your House 6?
Was it Buried Alive?
Nope.
Oh, shit. See, I didn't really pay close
Buried
attention.
Alive was at least.
Was it early? Oh,
Buried Alive was either in the first 4 or after number 6. It's not number 5, 6, or 7. That's all I know. all I can see looking at it right now.
Beware the dog.
Nope. Beware the Dog. Nope.
Shit.
It's in between Seasons Beatings and Good Friends, Good Friends, Better Enemies.
Oh.
The title rhymes with itself.
I can't.
Rage in the Cage.
Oh, wasn't that the Bret Hart Diesel main event?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, there's only 6 televised matches. Wait, what's F? Oh, no, there's only 5 televised matches. Razor versus the 1-2-3 Kid. Hunter versus...
Crybaby match.
Hunter versus... Yeah, Crybaby match. Yep. Hunter versus Duke Drosy. Yokozuna versus Bulldog. HBK versus Owen. Oh, to determine number 1 contender for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 12. That's probably well, I
That was
guess
a great match.
Hart versus Diesel is probably decent. Yeah, well, Bret Hart's like...
Don't you even say he's overrated.
He makes that noise a lot.
Wait. Man, see?
I'm Bret Hart. So anyway,
Dude,
if that.
being that big of a nerd has cost me some dates, I will tell you that.
Yeah, but you're the one who's married with 2 kids, and I have nothing.